let's get loaded up. We will get going. So, just logging into YouTube. There we are. Perfect. Here we go. Right, so let's have a look. So at the moment, I think there's something going on in this sim in the background. So let's have a look. So what we do need to do is we need to set this up, don't we? Companies, all companies. Come down here and set. Oh God, why doesn't it tell me? I wish it would tell me. There's one. So quickly do these because the sim doesn't tell you which ones you need to do. Don't think it's those two. Let's set that to... This might do it. Switch over to A3, that's going to cost me a stupid amount. So A330. Aaron, how are we doing? You okay? I'm just doing this stupid stuff again. It's a Eurocopter, where it doesn't tell you which aircraft you need to fix. How are we anyway? You okay? There's one on here. It's a Sky Carrier. That's the first one. I haven't done a Sky Carrier mission for a while, actually, to be fair. Oh, how's that been going? So I got rid of the beta. I downloaded it, didn't like it, got rid of it. How's that? What I have noticed is that my ability to control helicopters at the moment has gone out the window. So since over the last few days when I've been trying to fly, I've been really struggling. I flew the H225 earlier on, struggled. I flew the H125, my favourite one, struggled. It's becoming quite difficult, and I don't know whether it's the sim has some of the dynamics have changed on it or something, I don't know, but earlier on we had this thing where this is going to cost me an arm and a leg. Oh, 500 grand, that's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know whether they've changed something, but the helicopters over the last few days I've struggled, and helicopters I'm usually alright on. I think it was a Cirrus I needed to fix. The H225 I hate. Now, that's a really strong word. So I've just opened up, I'll show you in just a second, where I've bought, do you know what, I'm just going to leave that plane. So, I'll show you on here, look. So I noticed there are some islands off of Portugal. And I was like, I'm going to go unlock them. Yeah, H125, my favourite one on here. But I was like, you know what, actually, I'm going to go buy it. I'm going to come out here, and I saw a search and rescue mission up here. So I bought the H225. And bearing in mind, I've only ever used that. I think I own one or two. I was like, this is rubbish. The autopilot doesn't work. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. And so the idiot guy inside of me said, oh, go and buy one for search and rescue. And it was rubbish. Like, I got hovering next to the guy in the water earlier on. I was transitioning over to hover above them, and then it just shot up in the air. And I was like, cool. Like, brilliant. So I'm not I'm not enjoying it. But what I'm trying to do now is open around here. I find the little islands have the most interesting little airports to land at. Look at these ones over here. These could be interesting. Is there an airport? I don't even know if there's an airport. These look like volcanoes, look. Is anyone over here? So just flying around, trying to open up. There's got to be an airport. There's one here. It's a hospital. Is there no mainland airport? No, so nothing in there. They don't really look that inhabitable, to be fair. Right, so I'm trying now to open up some more regions. So we will. Let's go to. No, that's going to be a helicopter fly, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. I mean, that would open up that little region there, I suppose. What helicopter is that going to be? It's going to be the H225. I'm not flying that thing. Let's come and open up some of these ones. Palma to the Mallorca. Let's try and fly down there, shall we? Though, to be fair, I'll tell you what I want to do actually. I want to get my 737 back over into Europe. So let's do one of those in a minute. No, I think my 737 is around here somewhere. Although actually, yesterday when I tried to fly it, it's down here 3 times. I had that error where it was like, nope, you're not flying here, mate. With the, do you know the taxi one where it's like you haven't taxied, or you've taxied or something? I don't know. Right. New York. Let's find something here that will take us to the UK in a 737. Let's get my 737 home, I think. How are you finding the big jets? I'm guessing that's with the big Boeings. Is that the 787 or the 747 you've been doing? There we go. Boeing 747 Max. Let's get that up. It is here, isn't it? But nah, I need to get it down here to our main airport. I'm finding even this like really difficult here. So like I'm trying to move around, it's glitching here. Right, let's come back to. Let's go back to the UK if I can, or let's try here. Holds more and has more range. Yeah. I flew on a 787 on the way back from Japan last year. Very comfortable. Right, just trying to find something that'll get me across the pond. There we go. Madrid. I don't think I've landed in Madrid before. Tell you what, we'll do that. So I'll run through the 737 checklist. We'll fully load up fuel. We'll get to Madrid, and then hopefully we'll get to Palma de Mallorca. I want to fly to Benidorm as well. Heading there in October with the family. First proper family holiday, and the wife chose. Actually, it weren't the wife. She's glaring at me now. My best friend, who we're going on holiday with, chose Benidorm. So my father-in-law and mother-in-law went to Benidorm last week, and they saw Sticky Vicky. If you've not heard of her, or her daughter, or the brand, if you're squeamish, don't look it up on Google. If you're not so squeamish, look up on Google. She's fascinating. And then we also saw, what was the other one? Oh, something happening on a Segway. You can imagine what rhymes with that. That happened on a Segway, literally in the middle of town. that on a Segway. I'm not sure that's where I want to take my kids, but apparently that's what we're doing. Oh, we're not taking them. We're not taking. Oh, the wife's like, no, we're not. Not with them. Not taking them on the strip apparently. But yeah, so it'd be interesting to fly to Alicante and just see what that's like. Because I think it is Alicante that is Benidorm, round near Benidorm. I don't know. It'd be quite funny though, because I'll be sat in. I'll get the windows here, but oh yes, now he's deploying the flaps, and the speed brakes come up just so we can arrest that speed before we descend. Wife be like, shut up. Right, this is going to tell me off, isn't it? Because we can't load from here.
I'm Frankie, your first officer.
Let's have a look. It will take me straight to taxi, I reckon.
Have your boarding passes and passports ready. Flight
Let's have a look.
7814 now boarding at gate 100.
Let's see if it does it.
It's Sean from the cabin crew. Passengers ready for boarding, Captain. Waiting on your okay.
Yeah, and then it's going to skip the taxi, I reckon. There you go. You left the parking stand before the end of the boarding. I've been getting this constantly with this plane. Constantly. Really frustrating. Really frustrating. That's all I'm getting. So... But that just cost me 250 grand to get it there as well. Right, let's try another airport. But I want to get this plane back to Europe. Does it? So I don't fly. Would I fly on the A321 and I wanted to throw that thing in the bin? And now it's glitching here. Now this looks like Newark surely has got to have a stand. Let's get me to Europe. Let's have a look. Detroit, Atlanta, San Salvador. Yeah, this will definitely. Now it's glitched. There's a mouse. Right. I'm really not happy with it at the moment. It just seems like I do feel that whilst they're updating it in the background, they're actually messing things up. Belize City. Completely the wrong direction. Bagner? No, don't want to go to Bagner. Where's that going? We'll go here. That looks cool. We've not landed there before. Yeah, that looks fine. 140. So this is going to be nearly 400,000 I've spent just moving it. Do this one. Let's try this one. Let's hopefully at Newark they're going to have a gate. Yeah, and that's what I think's happening. I mean, I've not been on any other Facebook groups today to see if other people are experiencing it. This looks like it's not going to start me at a gate. I wonder if I can set myself a gate through here. Because I've noticed these aren't working. Right. New York. Can I change where I'm sat at? No, it doesn't even let you choose here on here either, does it? Where I want to start. Let's just go with it. But it's probably looking at this. Probably going to mess me up a little bit more. Let's have a look. Come on. Oh. Can have issues here as well, I think. What if I skip the taxi straight away? Let's see if that helps. So skip to taxi straight away and set the plane up on the floor at the gate. I wonder if that would change things. Because I think the only time I ever see this work is when we are at a jetway. Let's have a look. I get in plane and skip, yeah. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, it's filthy, look at that. Whoops. Right. Which is weird, because, I mean, what? That's got to be a graphics thing. Look at that. Where are they all going? Look. Where do they go? Right, okay, whatever. Right, let's get this sorted, shall we? So I'll do the normal stuff here. Okay, we have flap set 5, come back down, that's fine. Fine. Pumps are on, I should have 100% fuel, I have got 100% fuel. And lights are off, come back up here. We're on nav, got all that. Yep. That's fine. Generators are on, taxi lights are on. Yeah, I'm just going through it, because sometimes, look, there you go. I mean, we need those on continuous. Emergency lights closed, that's fine. Probe heats, we'll turn the window heat on. And probe heats on auto. Don't need any of that on. They're all on, that's fine. That's good. Come back up here. Isolation valve to open. Or auto, sorry. Packs, AP bleeds off. Right. How high are we climbing? What are we doing here? We're going to 410. No. Let's go to 350. And I'll send that to ETC. Set this at 350. There we go. Okay, logo's on, strobe and steady. Hopefully it's on steady only. Yeah. Cool. Okay, let's do this. We'll climb out of runway 04. Too far. We will put this in inches, which it is. We'll get terrain and airport data on. Cool, we'll set the speed in just a second. Right, we'll do this now, I think. Okay. Position is KNWK? No, KEWR. KEWR. There we go. Make sure it's aligned. Yes, it is. Route. Flight number. Flight plan request. We won't do that. We won't check that yet. Performance. 0 fuel weight. Reserves of. Let's go 3. A cost index of 15. And we're going to. I think I've said 350, haven't I? Excuse me, sneezing. Excuse me. Alright, take off. We're going to go flaps, we're going to go 5. Center of gravity, we'll set here. V1, V2, and VR confirm. So V2 is 150. Set that here. Still, even though it says it's ready as taxi, there's still a little bit of sorting out to do. There we go. Now, what is going on with that flight plan? Look at that. That looks like I come up and then turn around in a circle. So let's go through that, shall we? What is going on here? What is going on there? So we come out. We come back on ourselves. Let's have a look here, shall we? Because that will never do. Do you know what? Let's have a look. Because that is ridiculous. Legs. Let's sort that out. So we get rid of the vectors. And we'll go from... We overfly ourselves? That can't be a SID. What does that look like now? We literally come out, we turn around, we fly over ourselves again. Is that a thing? What? That can't be a thing. Let's get rid of the KWR bit. Let's clear KWR, because that's the one that's doing us over. Oh. Clear, 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 clear. Delete KWR. Execute. And then we go for legs. Next. JFK. Back there. Let's have a look at that one. See if that looks better on the screen. That's better. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do the rest when we get in the air there. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We've done our takeoff. We've done everything else. VNav we've done. Cool. Coming over here. Perfect. Flaps 5. Engines. Do the rev radar and everything before we go. That's a TARA already apparently. That's in auto. Rev mode. Normal. Perfect. So cool. Right, we're ready to taxi.
Newark ground. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree with Quebec. Ready to taxi. IFR.
A little bit of rain as well.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Taxi to and hold short runway for left via taxiway Alpha Alpha 1 Alpha 2 Romeo Bravo Papa Alpha Alpha Alpha. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Will do. Taxi lights. Taxi lights on. Let's go.
Taxiing. Hold short runway for left via taxiway Alpha Alpha 1 Alpha 2 Romeo Bravo Papa Alpha Alpha Alpha. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741
Up to
tree.
40% NG. Get us moving. There we go. And then we come back down. And what we'll do for now. And I'll quickly get the QNH for here as well. 1018, cool. Cool. Okay, let's go. Set our trim. Perfect. Right, let's go. There's a car just whizzing around us. Looks like there's apparently a freeway in the middle of Newark. Oh my god, what are you doing? What is going on out here? So apparently the roads go through the hotel, so through the airport. And there's the good panel issue that we usually have.
Ladies and gents, our
Covered
captain has
quite
turned on
quickly,
the
to be fair.
fasten seatbelt sign. Please stow your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Make sure your seat back and folding trays are in full upright position. If you're seated near an emergency exit, carefully read the special instructions card located by your seat. A reminder that this is non-smoking flight, including the lavatories. If you have any questions, feel free to ask one of our
I hope they
attendants.
change this bit as well.
Ladies and gents, I'd like to direct your attention to the monitors, where we'll be demonstrating our safety procedures.
I like how they talk
Thank
over
you.
each other as well.
Ladies and gents, please direct your attention to the front of the cabin for an important safety demonstration. There are identified emergency exits on this aircraft. Look around and locate the exit closest to you. Should the cabin experience a sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose, then pull the strap to adjust it. If you're traveling with children, wear your own mask properly on before helping your children. In case of emergency, after the brace, message, tuck your chin onto your chest and bend forward. Place your head against the seat in front, with your arms wrapped around your head. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor. A life jacket is located under your seat. If necessary, take the vest
Pull back,
and
pull
slip
to
it
the
over your
left,
head.
pull to the
Pass the
right.
straps around your waist and adjust
Perfect.
like this. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord, only when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill it, blow into the oral inflating system. Whistle and light are here to attract attention.
Cool. And we'll do what we usually do is we'll get up to the cruise and we'll skip to the descent as well. I landed in the airport today and had to go around 3 times because of the real world traffic. I didn't mind it, but it just, you'd think with AI and how it is, and obviously this is very involved with AI, this sim, like you'd think it would know how to separate traffic. Like it cleared me to land with a aircraft on the runway, and then it told me to go around, so I went around again, and I had so much separation, it was like, go around. I'm like, right, okay, whatever, I'll go around. It stays like this though, and at the moment I've had another couple of days of being frustrated by this, and again I do think that it's because there's the updates going on in the background for SU5, which I understand it does happen, but it's stuff like this that makes you think, like, actually what I'd like to do again is do what I used to do and just fly on VATSIM. Used to really enjoy that, real world, real people doing air traffic control, acting professionally, because it's better than what this thing gives us. Yep, frustrating. But like, find a gap. Like, sure, it can't be that hard for AI, surely, to find a gap in that. I mean, if you got something like Heathrow, I can understand. Where was I taken off from today? It was somewhere Lisbon Airport, and it just couldn't get me on the ground. Finally, we did, but like I said, I had to do 2 or 3 go arounds. But I do miss VATSIM. I haven't flown on there for like 10 years, but it was. I can imagine it's only got better since then. Okay, this is telling me to go straight ahead and left, which is fine. This will take me a minute to get out. And then what I'd do is, I don't think the weather's going to be that great for departing here, so when we depart I'll just get my head down and into this. To be fair, I could probably fly on the HUD. Do need to hurry up on a line though. A little bit of sunburn today. I spent the day helping my brother. My brother bought his, he's got a new van. I say new van, it's quite old, but brought it over. Needed all his brake discs, pads, calipers and everything changing. I think I've caught the sun. Oh, are you going to you going night? Bed, okay. Good night. Love you. And everyone on YouTube just heard you say I've just farted. Oh my god, my daughter has no filter. Apparently she just farted. Right, am I going to get a gap in here? Let me contact the tower and try and get one.
Hold short runway 4 left, Lindbergh 4432.
Gonna get a gap.
Ford Tower, Lindbergh 4432 at runway 4 left, ready for departure. IFR to Detroit Metro.
Let me get in.
Lindbergh 443, 2 hold short runway 4 left. Traffic is Emperor E170 on the runway. Lindbergh 4432, altimeter tree 005. Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left. Envoy tree 576 contact Philadelphia departure on 119.2. Good day.
There we go.
119.2, Brickyard Tree 532.
But we're in then. Now we are.
Ford Tower, Golden Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
Let
at
this
runway
load up.
4 left, ready for departure. IFR to Reina Sofia.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Hold short runway 4 left. Traffic is Emperor ERJ on the runway.
Okay.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
Cool.
Lindbergh
Right.
4432.
Everything looks good up here. Everything looks good down here. Flaps are set. Let's go for weather radar. Where are we to?
119.2 for Envoy tree 576.
VAT, mate. I don't know if you've ever flown on VATSIM before. VATSIM's fantastic. That's the only word I can offer for it. I think that sometimes, yeah, so literally, if you're on VATSIM, you have to wait. You have to wait your turn, and if it's busy like this, and you do get that sometimes, you have to wait. But they'll separate you. So, for example, they will have departing traffic on one runway and arrival traffic on the other. This, unfortunately, doesn't do that.
Hold short runway 4
But VATSIM is, because it's humans, it's people, and you have to go through a training package to get, to example, for this sort of area here, for a tower controller, the training isn't that bad. But it's really good. It is really, really good. I don't think they'll ever get that immersive on PlayStation. I mean, I can't see why they can't. All they've got to do is just be able to see where all the aircraft are, because with VATSIM you can either sit in the tower, you sit with your... When I used to do the controlling on there, you just had controller tables, and like basically it just looked like a big map. It was really, really good.
Hold short runway 4 left, Brickyard Tree 488.
Like sometimes you'll go flying and there's like there's just
Alpha Quebec
okay, go.
741 tree.
We're cleared.
Altimeter tree 005. Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
005. Right, let's go.
Brickyard tree 488. Altimeter tree 005. Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
He's clearing 2 of us to take off.
Lindbergh 44 tree 2 contact Philadelphia.
Again, like that
departure
sort of thing,
on
like that doesn't happen.
119.2.
I'm
Good
just going to
day.
go through him.
Cleared for takeoff runway 4 left.
Okay, auto throttle armed.
Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
I didn't stop.
Ladies and gents,
Is that plane following me?
Clear for
Yeah,
takeoff
yeah.
runway 4 left. Brickyard tree 488.
There's one landing, but we're okay.
position. Turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, and prepare for takeoff.
Okay, let's get around. Okay, let's get the range back. Cool.
Lindbergh 44 tree 2. Acknowledge last transmission.
Okay, set the traffic to on. Cool, there we go. Right, get straight and then we'll get enter takeoff go around mode. We're literally heading straight out to the right. He didn't give me a wind check, so what have we got here? 10 knots at 100. So a little bit of a crossing from the right. Nothing to be worried about, 10 knots. Right, okay, let's go. There we go, takeoff go around mode set. Control column forward. Little bit of aileron to the right. Trying to beat that rudder pedal at the moment. There you go. Give me my speed shout outs, please. Okay, I think we're good. There we go, we're good. Let's go into the left. Why is it going to the right? Sorry. Oh, that's ridiculous. Right, we'll go off that. I don't know why it went to the left then. Sorry, to the right. And now my map's gone out. Now it's porpoising. What is going on? Settle. There we go. Okay, I'm going to switch over to this screen a minute because I can't see. There we go.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree contact Philadelphia departure on 119.2.
Why is it saying glide slope?
Going to 119.2. Boeing
Yeah,
Sierra
it's
Alpha
ridiculous.
Quebec 741 tree.
There we go. Everything's gone wrong. Look at my screens.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree is at 1400 climbing flight level tree 50.
Right, let's get up.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Philadelphia departure. Altimeter tree 005.
There we go. We're back.
Radar contact continue.
We're back. Right, let's fly on this for a minute. Let's fly on instruments. Okay, this flaps up as well. There we go. Above 2,500 by the time we get here. It's fine. Let's get that flight director up. Okay, coming down. There we go. Okay. Oh no, B nav. Command A. Okay, flaps are up. Gears up. Not stalling. It's nowhere near stall. It's like 199 knots. And that's the thing that issues. It's telling me I'm stalling at nearly 200 knots. Come out, flight director. Where are you going? Okay. So that's something I noticed as well. So when we were taking off then, it was a crosswind from the right hand side, yet my aircraft wanted to fly on the right hand side. Which is just odd. Okay, let's have a look. This that weird SID, isn't it, that it's doing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of that one and put that one up there instead.
Captain, we need to maintain speed under 463 kilometers per hour until we're
I bet you I'm at 251 knots. There we go, look. They'll give me a warning now. We're at 249. Let's sort that out then here. 240 / at 10,000. They put a thing on. Yeah. Yeah. No one else is going to do it, are they?
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 7413, contact New York Center on 118.975. Good day.
Good day.
Going to 118.975.
It's a really weird departure, that.
Alpha Quebec 741
Right, we'll get up to 36k. Let's put that up here, actually. And then we'll look at the landing as we climb up.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741
3005.
Center, altimeter tree 005.
Yeah,
Radar
okay.
contact. Continue. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree, contact Philadelphia departure on 119.2. Good day.
Great.
Going to 119.2. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741
So we're going to flight level 350, which is what we wanted. 97% fuel. 350, perfect. Now we should be at standard now, shortly. Okay, why has it stopped climbing? Let's have a look. Legs will expedite our climb, so VNav off. Flight level change on. Confirm climb. How we're going up. Climb started. VNav selected. There we go. Perfect. So that was something I learned. I was streaming a couple of months ago, and I was doing this this aircraft. I was doing a 737 flight, and one of the people that came and sat on my, why is it turning? One of the people that came and sat on my stream was a real world 737 pilot, and he was very kind and showing me why is LNAV deselected. Look. So let's get that around here, because that's no longer selecting LNAV. What is going on with this? There you go, now it's selected LNAV. No, whatever. I don't mind. There we go. I also don't like this bank. I mean, that's 30 degrees of bank. That is pretty much on the cusp of making our passengers sick. We're over at JFK now. Mm-hmm. No, I'll try not to. Yeah, we'll try not to. Right. Okay. Undercarriage is up, flaps are up, trim set. Looking good. Just need to get up to 38,000 now. So let's have a quick look at where we are at the moment. So we're above JFK Airport now. We're literally going to skip over here, turn left and head over the Atlantic. And we're coming down here. Don't think I've landed here before, so we'll have a look at what the approach is going to be like. So it's a star, ILS as well. And what we can do, because we will skip as soon as we get to 36,000, we can get the information here. So we're at Reina Sofia. Let's have a look. Now we're arriving via runway 07. So let's have a look. Here we come. So we're coming down here. Yeah, perfect. So which one are we taking? Let's have a look which one we're taking, because I can't remember. We are taking Xanos on the Con B1 Golf via Xanos. Hopefully be lined up. Con B1B for Xanos. Let's have a look. Con B1B for Xanos. Where is it? Where are we? Con B1B for Xanos. Where are we? There it is. Well, that's one Golf though. One Golf. We are coming in that way. Weird. Right. Should have them on. Yeah, they're on. I'll leave them on because it ditches them afterwards. But yeah, as soon as we skip the descent, you've got to turn them on because obviously they start splitting, doesn't it? And then they start shouting at you because it's going to be night time, I think, by the time we get there. Right, so let's get the 07's information here. So approach ILS 07. Let's have a look. So we are looking at 109.7 on a runway heading of 073. Make sure that lines up with what we want. 109.7 and 68 and 72. Is that what we said? 73. So they don't add up. 109.7. So we'll put that in now. I don't know why I'm bothering doing this because it will probably reset it. 109.7 with a course of 073. I'm going to trust the star. And we'll see what happens when we get up there. We've got 16,000 feet to go. 13,000 feet. 073. Perfect. And we're now heading over the Atlantic. Not that you can see it because of the weather. Let's have a look. No, can't see it. Can't see anything. So, a bit old to be a senior first officer. Bless him. It'll be me, hopefully in a few years. Oh, I can't go through the doors. Oh yeah, I can. Have to walk through it. Here we go. Hello guys. Thank you for flying Scotch Airways. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, you need to get some sleep. Man bun, love it. Shades indoors, cool. Looks like me today, because I now have a moustache because I have a gas mask test on Monday. Lovely earrings. Beautiful earrings. God, I'm so judgmental. You guys got the same shirt. Nice bit. That is a good beard. Everyone seems pretty happy, which is really important. No one's screaming, which is good. Right, we'll go back to the cockpit now. And we got 11,000 to go. And then we'll have a go at landing. And then I've got my plane in Europe, which is nice. This said I'd get 11 million as well. So it'll be interesting to see how much I land with. Aaron, are you on the Facebook groups? The PS5 Facebook groups? No, okay. Yeah, so everyone just keeps asking about the SG5 update. It's been posted probably about 15 times today. Dun, dun, dun. Mm-mm. Right. Nearly there. 6,000 to go. Actually, 7,000 to go. Let's have a quick check of everything. Good. Oh, we didn't do that. Cool. Right, everything's looking good. Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Okay, I'm going to trust it to do its thing. It had a massive wing over then. To the right. There we go. Right. It's sorted. So apparently, someone was saying on the group earlier on that these failures come because of the demand on the PlayStation. Apparently. Right, what's that? Mine was broken, have premium deluxe, and in public needed to say one each time game loads. Oh man. Have you tried it in the normal mode? Is it still doing that in normal? I deleted the beta. I thought we should be at 1013 now. Let's set it actually to 2992. That's where we should be. Although we're going to skip to hectopascals as soon as we hit Europe. Because we can do. We'll be in. Yeah, no worries, mate. We had ribs tonight. Beautiful. Sorry to any vegetarians that might be watching. Right, I'm going to have a drink whilst we wait. See, this is why I wouldn't want to be an airline pilot in real life. Like, I find this boring. That's why hopefully, a few years' time maybe, we'll see. I'll just be flying like Dash 8s or Twin Otters or something like that. Flying into airports that I think are going to like kill me. That's where I want to be at. Not this. Although I've got quite a few friends of mine that are airline pilots. The waiting is definitely the hardest part. And I think a lot of people go into this industry here, as in like the commercial jet route, because they think it's going to be cool. But it's like, I just find it boring. And I know there's always going to be stuff that you're doing in the flight deck. You're going to be, looking at the weather. You're going to look at alternative airports. You're going to be looking at all this and that. I'm like, look at that guy. Like, he looks like he's just questioning his life choices. Like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? I want to, if this is the route that I go down in a few years' time, which is what I think I might do, I don't think I'd want to fly anything like this. Right. Let's go. Elevation 183 feet, so we can start getting set up, although it will obviously take us back to the defaults very shortly. We've got 3,000 or 2,500 left to go. We can come outside of that. I'd sit the whole flight whilst first officer handle babysitting. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I'm gonna go to sleep. If you have troubles with the landing, wake me up. And that's what I mean, is like, and it's different, because like at work, the helicopter pilots, when we sit and talk to them, and they're like, even they get bored. Not so much so where I work, we've got two separate, I can't really say too much about it on here, two separate aircraft types. One of them is exciting flying, fun flying, low level flying, hoisting people out the sea, tracking stuff, sort of flying. And the other side of it is all like 10,000 feet, up and down, up and down, up and down. Here we are, we're at the descent. And like the guys have to go like 10,000 feet and just sat there. They're like, yeah, this is rubbish. The other guys are all happy. Right. So I'm gonna get my bearings together. Another drink, and then we're gonna skip the descent. Right, let's go. Let's skip. So, what do I need to do? Pause it straight away, see where we're at, because it will mess me up. There we go, it's messing me up straight away. I can already tell.
Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Descend via KONB 1 Golf to 3000. Expect
Okay,
ILS
so
Zulu runway 07 approach via Zanos transition.
And our VNAV. We're on final already. Localize on approach mode. There we go. It's not taking me down. So I'm probably... Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to hit a hold right here.
Descend via KONB 1 Golf to 3000. Expect ILS Zulu runway 07 approach via the Zanos transition.
Let's get me in.
Sierra Alpha Quebec 741
Do you know, I reckon actually, if I go to approach mode here,
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
Let's
Contact tower on
ditch
120
this.
decimal tree when inbound on the approach.
let's do it ourselves.
Tower on 120 decimal tree. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
Turn off auto throttle. There you go, it's doing it now for me. Let's try and catch up with that glide slope. Speed brake's on. Can't see the runway yet. I have landed here before. Trying to catch up with that glide slope. I don't think I'm going to be able to, so this will probably be a missed approach and a go around. Just need to catch up with that glide slope. I think we're going to be okay actually. If I can get that speed to reduce, let me turn off the auto throttle. Because that will help. There we go, we're on with the glide slope. So we'll do this ourselves. There we are. Next notch of flaps coming in. Okay, let's trim for this now. There we go, auto throttle back on. Make sure that's armed.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 miles southwest. Inbound ILS 1015.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway 07 approach.
Cleared ILS
Getting quite fast.
runway 07
Okay, auto
approach.
throttle off.
Boeing
Because
Sierra
this
Alpha Quebec 741
I
tree.
haven't tuned the fact we're not. There we go.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Wind 014 at 5. Cleared to land runway 07.
Perfect. Okay, gears coming down.
Cleared to land runway 07. Boeing Sierra
Music.
Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
We are quite far to the right of this at the moment. Yeah, we are definitely too far away from this.
1,000.
So, full power, going around. I should have just got into an orbit first to get it up, to sort it. So full power, flaps up to 5. Runway heading. There. Auto throttle on. Command A. Flaps coming up. We go to 4,000 feet. Oops. Vertical speed. Load up. 4,000 feet. That's the problem with coming in straight away from a skip, isn't it? Okay. Initiate missed approach. Oh, hang on. That's not the missed approach. Procedure. Right, we'll ignore that. Okay, perfect. Right, let's get this sorted. Okay, flaps up. Okay, crosswind now for runway 07. Fuel warning 22%, got plenty for this. What we need. We continue that climb, for that will change. There we go. What's that speed of 200 knots? That sun's bright. Vertical speed up. We'll get the weather here. 1015, so we'll set that as well whilst we're doing this. This is the problem with when we 015. This is the problem when you skip to descent as well. Go. Cool. And we're going to go up to 1,000 feet. Perfect. Right, let's get our landing configuration sorted. There we go. We're going to land with flaps 30 at 125 knots. Perfect. Cool. Okay, downwind now for runway 07. Flying just a little bit off it really, to be fair. So we'll probably do coming in a little bit more. There we go. A bit of gear up actually, I think. Don't need that down for a minute. And it flaps up as well. And now what I'm waiting for is that glide slope indicator there to come up to the second mark. Once at the second mark, and I'm happy to turn for my base. So at the moment we're just a beam of the airfield. You see the airfield, if you look out here, the airfield is just down there. So I'm just waiting for that. There comes that glide slope. It's starting to come up slowly, but we are at 4,000 feet. As it comes up, I won't turn until that point, and then I'll start to descend on my own. Okay, it's coming up now. Once up to that second mark, that's when I can move in. So when that magenta diamond hits the middle, that means that I'm at the intersection for the glide slope. So that means I'm at exactly the right height, exactly the right point. As that comes up, that means the glide slope is above me. So it means I'm too low, which is fine. It enables me to turn. So I'll wait till that's up to the second division. As soon as that's up to the second division, it means that I can turn to 340 degrees. Happy with that. So at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to descend now to 3,000 feet to make sure we capture it, which we absolutely will do. And I'm going to turn now to 340. Hi Kurt, how are you? You okay? Just on a 737 flight, mate. We've come from Newark. Is that how you say it? Newark. We've come from Newark, and we've flown to the some islands just off of Spain. So we skipped descent, and as I've come in, it set me up too high. I've then messed up the approach because I'm rushing everything. So we've gone around. And what we're going to do now, we're going to slow down to 150 knots. And we'll apply some flaps as well with that. Our speed brake is armed. So I'll let that speed come down naturally. That first notch of flaps in, second notch of flaps in. Third notch of flaps in as well. And set flaps now 10 degrees. You see them flaps coming down as the speed's coming down, which is lovely. And as we turn base, we'll turn the get the gear down, sorry. So you can see now my intercept line is very much inbound. So I'm going to start turning this at a 45 degree angle now, so that we can capture that glide slope. And again, I'm going to increase that descent now. And our approach speed, I think we said 125 with the wind. Let's have a quick look. 5 knots, so yeah, 125 is fine. We'll fly at 130. As we come in, we'll let the aircraft take us down, then we'll land it manually. Intercept that nice and early. At that point, 45 degrees. There we are, perfect. We'll set localizer mode. Sorry, not level change mode. Out, hold. We'll set localizer mode on. Let's approach very shortly. We're slow enough now we can bring down the next notch flaps and bring the gear down as well. Okay, quick go through the land checklist. brakes, undercarriage, down, flaps almost at flaps 30. So we're fine. Okay, so I'm going to set my heading straight away as soon as we required that, 4070. Once that's acquired, cut that turn, there we go. And bring that bank down a little bit, I think. There we are. And we've got the localised now. Okay, 30 knots of flaps, 30 knots of flaps coming in, and we're going to descend, so reducing speed to 130. That's we're going 134, that's fine. Okay, we now have the localised of the approach. The glide slope is coming in, select approach, approach mode held, so heading 070 or 073, perfect. Okay, we are now in the approach, gears down, flaps 30, there's the approach. Let's see autopilot doing its thing, we'll let that get lined up nicely for us because that will help us, and then we'll switch to manual flight in just a second. The problem is from here, I don't know whether it's because I'm blind as a bat, I cannot see the runway. Like, where is it? I think it's there, is that it? Soon see. Right. I can't see it. So we'll let the aircraft fly, we'll take over in just a second. Currently got a crosswind of, you can see here that our track is a little bit off. We're tracking 068 up here. That's because of that wind. The aircraft's compensating for that. As soon as I see the runway and we're at about 1,000 feet, I'll take over. And we get flaps down. Perfect. And what I can do is I'm going to turn those off for a second. Make sure it's set to. Yes, it is. Perfect. Right. Okay, I've got the runway. See it now, it's just here. Let's get down another few hundred feet and then I'll take over. The wind's starting to affect it a little bit, and we've just got that front just here that you can see. Okay, I'm taking over. Autopilot off. All throttle remains. Got the runway, got the lights, slightly above the glide slope going down. Trimming down, trimming up. Look to the right. Got it. A little bit high, we're quite high. Got it. Windy, I can feel it already hitting us. Coming in. There we go, there's an updraft. See all that these little movements on that stick I'm having to make. There we go, we are definitely too high. As we come in. Perfect. Fine, wing down to the left, straight into the right.
4,
Okay, continuing.
200.
Okay, auto throttle off.
100. Approaching minimums.
Got it.
50. 40.
Flare.
30.
It's okay. Just sinking a little bit in that ground effect now. A little bit to the right. Floating a little bit. We've still got plenty of runway. I've just floated a little bit too much then. Still got plenty of runway to land.
40.
That engine power has not come off. I'm trying my best to get that engine power off.
10.
It's a bit of a bump. Bit of a bump. Speed brakes up, yeah. That engine power did not come off when I asked it to. A little bit hard. A little bit of a hard landing. Why isn't that reverse thruster staying on? Turn that auto throttle off because that was ridiculous.
Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
The frustrating thing there was the fact that I'd set the reverse, not reverse thrusters. I reduced the thrust at about 30 foot above, and the thrust stayed on. When I put the levers down to 0, they should stay at 0. But the auto throttle took over, kept it. I noticed that when I was halfway down the runway, I still at 70% thrust. Never mind. A little bit hard on the landing, but we landed it.
Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree. Contact ground on 121.9er.
It'll do.
121.9er.
We'll skip and skip again. We're expecting around 11 million for this flight, hopefully. It's a Vision Jet. Much prefer those. Okay, we'll skip the touchdown to shutdown. And there we are. Get the APU running, shall we? Not the best landing I've done on that thing. Not the best landing, but
Quebec 741 tree. Did you hear my last transmission?
I did hear last transmission. But the game does not allow me to respond to you. Otherwise I would reply. Oh, actually it does.
Quebec 741 tree, please acknowledge.
I'm trying to.
Taxi
There we
to
go.
gate Juliet 8 using taxiway Bravo 6 Tango Delta tree. Boeing Sierra Alpha Quebec 741 tree.
Okay, with that APU to come online, and then I can shut down the engines. And do the bleed from number 1. Got dual bleed on now. We shut down number 2 engine at least. There you go, number 2 engine coming offline. Number engine in bleed still on. Still waiting for that APU to run up. Do you know what? Ground power going on, and we will just shut down number 1. There we are. So that's America to Europe done. Respect to condition 0%, brilliant. So apparently, I'd expect like 0%. I'd expect it to be absolutely torn apart. Whatever. Whatever. $9 million. So Didn't get the 11. Never mind. Right, let's go do something actually we enjoy doing. So we're over here now. In the 737. So what have we got? What can we buy? What can we do? What's over here? So we've got a little airfield over here. Can we fly over here with it in anything? Have we got anything that will take us over there? Oh, here we go. There's one. That's a cargo transport light. Let's do that. Apparently I cannot exit the aircraft here in the map. So we'll buy a 89,000 credits. How's that? Hang on a minute. How's that? How is that possible? Ah, we'll do it. We'll open up a new region. That's what we're trying to do. So we'll do that. Go and get a little Cessna. We'll buy it. I'm starting to get towards 100 100 aircraft now. I've got 90 today, so do we have to fly this? I really do not like that aircraft. Change aircraft. Let's buy something else, shall we? Because I don't like that at all. It's on site though. Okay, we'll just fly that thing. I don't like it, but we'll fly it. We'll give it a clean first, shall we? I'll tell you what, we'll give it a repaint as well, I think. So give it a repaint, make it look silky smooth and fresh, plenty of fuel. We'll do this, we'll get this started up, get it in the air, get up to the cruise, and then we'll skip to the descent again. It's a tail dragger. I hate tail draggers. And it's matte black. Reminds me of my motorbike, to be fair. Right. Oh, it's had a shiny new painted coat. Coat of paint. Look of that. Look, what is wrong with my speech? Can't really talk. Look at that. We'll get that off. We'll get that off. Alright, if it'll let me take the chocks out. It's not letting me take the chocks out. Okay, shall I try this one? It's not letting me take the chocks out. Oh, come on. There we go. And PO cover, please. Get that out as well. Cool, right, we'll get in. Let's get going, shall we? Give a mouse. That up, that up. That up. Power lights not required. Okay, we'll get the battery on. Nav lights off, nav lights on, strobe on. UX master on. Turn on the fadex. On and on. Touchscreen unit. Continue. Perfect. Fuel. Can't see it. Where are we? Here we are. Parking brake is on. Fuel's under the seat, isn't it? Where's the fuel? Can't remember the fuel is. Pretty sure it's under the seat. Guarantee this don't start because I'm sure that fuel comes from under the seat. There we go. Where's the fuel? Sure, the fuel is under the seat. Where is it? There it is. Knew it. Cool. Now it will start. Perfect. Right.
Captain, are you ready? Great. It's Vivian, your dispatcher, you know? Just a quick
Hello,
reminder
Vivian.
about today's job. You have loose cargo behind you. Standard shipment for one of our clients based in Sao Felipe.
Flats.
Expected in no time at Sao Felipe.
trim. I'm just going to manage that myself.
High tolerance with turbulence, but make sure you keep the delivery smooth and on time. You have all the pertinent information in your flight packet as a reminder. Safe travels.
Okay. Oil pressure, oil temperature okay at the moment.
Zlin Aviation Delta Quebec Oscar Kilo.
We'll put the land lights on now.
Departure to the west.
Zlin Aviation Delta Quebec Oscar Kilo.
There we go.
Taxiing. Hold short runway 0 tree via taxiway Alpha.
Okay, that guy's about to get his head shredded if he walks into my prop. Okay. We're going to take off on runway 03. Plenty of runway to take off, we'll just turn left.
Ready for departure. Departure to the west.
Zlin Aviation Delta Quebec Oscar Kilo. QNH 101 departure to the west approved. Cleared for
013,
takeoff runway
set.
0
Check right. Check left. I'm just going to taxi forward. I think we're going to be okay to take off from here. What I'll do is I'll turn right and then swing it left.
Zlin Aviation.
Oh, I did press left on the D-pad, but I didn't wait for it. Okay, come around. There we go. Okay. Let's get it up. Tail will come up. There's the tail. Control that first. There we go. Airborne. Perfect. Trim coming up. I'm just going to get used to this. There we are. Perfect.
Zlin Aviation Oscar Kilo. ATC services terminated. Good day.
Right on. Goodbye. Okay, there we go. Climb up. 2,000 feet, and then we can skip. Easy thing to fly, this thing. Massive, huge wheels on it. Okay, we'll get up to 2,000 feet, and then we'll take that left turn. We'll do that now. Watching that speed. I wanted to watch the boys tonight. Time has flown. Okay, downwind. That's honking on a Sunday. 6:30. We'll skip to descent. This will be my last flight because I've just realised the time and I've got to be up early in the morning. We'll land straight in, which is fine. There we go. Although it's messing me up. There we go, let's get it settled.
Victor Sierra Foxtrot traffic. Zlin Aviation Delta Quebec Oscar Kilo.
Get it
1
settled.
miles northeast. 2200.
I
Inbound
don't
to
like
land.
that trim.
Runway tree 2. Golf Victor Sierra Foxtrot.
So there's runway 32 there. So we'll do a left hand. I don't know what's going on with this trim at the moment. Look at that. Look. Trim saying 94. I'm right up there. for nose down. Definitely not nose down trim. Right, we'll come in anyway. Okay. First notch of flaps coming in, but that trim's still worrying me. It should not be a minus 100 trim. Okay. Turn to the left. Watching that speed as I come in. Bear in mind this thing lands at pretty much 30 knots. That trim, I'm not happy with that. Minus 100 already. So apparently I'm 100 full deflection in the opposite direction I want to go in. Good one, Sobo. Good one. Okay, power coming off. Left turn. Okay, left base. There we go. What's going on here? We're quite high at the moment. So let's get some speed up. Happy with this one. This is fine. Got a long runway to land on. We're okay. Okay, keeping that nose down attitude. Let's return towards the runway. Perfect. Right, final approach. Whatever. Flaps coming up. I'm too high. And it's not letting me. It's not letting me communicate more finally either. So I'm at 100. If I pull back now, so I'm at a minus 100 negative trim. And it wants to fly me into the sky. Like, what is going on with this game at the moment? Do you know what I'm going to do? I can't trim it down anymore. Like, I literally can't trim it down anymore. So I'm going to slow down. We'll do that again. But like, look, it still wants to climb even though I'm 100% trimmed down. This game sucks sometimes. Okay, there's the runway. Okay. So look where we are. Okay, I can do a 45-degree turn here. Get this flaps in. I have to really push forward on this at the moment. That trim is not accurate. Second notch flaps. Got a bit of power in. But my finger is aching at the moment. I'm having to keep pushing forward. Yeah, it's got 100% nose down trim. I don't get it. Okay, this is gonna be fine. I hate this plane. There we go. Clear runway. I'm aiming for the touchdown markers. Plenty of runway. There we go. Looking up that runway now. I'll correct for this as we land. There we go. That's fine. There we go. The return. That was ridiculous. But again, like, let me put the brake on. Look at that trim. So that's now at 0. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just go. In the middle of the taxiway. There's so much runway that we could have used. Could have used so much runway. We'll park this up and that'll be it for tonight, I'm afraid. And I'll probably have another stream tomorrow evening, I think. Set on the brakes.
Golf Victor Sierra Foxtrot traffic. Celine Aviation Delta Quebec Oscar Kilo is taxiing to parking. Golf Victor Sierra Foxtrot. Down here, and turn off that bad boy. And turn off that.
Alright. Are we done? Right, thank you very much for tuning in and for watching, for those that are watching this later on. Take care, speak to you soon.